Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Aptitude Club and welcome to the third session of the LRDI Expert Series. Now in this LRDI Expert Series, I'll be taking up one set in every session and we'll try and elaborate on that set, try and break it down, bring in a structure of thinking, how you should approach, how you should break down the information, maybe put it in the form of a table or any kind of a structured flow chart so that it will be easier for you to understand. Now, these things don't have an exact science that you always do this and you'll get the answer. It will always vary from question to question. So the purpose of this series is to make you illustrate different types of questions and way of solving so that you get to understand, okay, this is how maybe I can think for this question. So once you solve significant number of sets, you will get an idea and that will get you started with new questions. Okay, so those of you who are just starting your CAT preparation, these videos will be extremely useful to you. And if you're new to my channel and you are watching this video for the first time, do subscribe. A lot of people are watching the videos but they haven't yet subscribed, so a sincere request to do subscribe because you will get a lot of useful content on this channel which will help you in your CAT preparation. I post the videos regularly so you can get a good insights, especially the way I look at the exam and the way I see it as a student, as a teacher. I try and share it in my sessions, so you will definitely find them useful. So let us get started with today's series. This is a set from CAT 2022 slot 1. Okay, if you look at set 1 and 2 that we have discussed, and there's a playlist, I'll attach the playlist and I'll also pin it in the I section of the video. The previous two sets also, do watch them. But CAT 2022 ka slot 1, we had 4 sets and this is the third set, and in my opinion maybe this was the easiest set in this exam, and this could have been easily done. Okay, hardly 8-10 minutes ka game tha ye. Maybe not more than 10 minutes at all. Okay, if you are very good in reasoning, to 6-7 minutes maybe could have cracked this. So this was the easiest out of the all the 4 sets that were asked in slot 1 of CAT 2022 paper. Okay, slot 1 ka do sets I have already discussed in video 1 and video 2 of the playlist. You can watch them. So let's get started. Now this is the question. Those of you who would be watching the video, I want you to pause at this moment, read the question, maybe try it out yourself, draw some structure or try and figure out kya diya hai, kya pooch sakta hai. Just do some rough work and then get started with the solution. Don't just directly see the solution. Okay, just pause for a while and then get started. Okay, hope all of you tried the set yourself. Let us try and see how to solve this. So I'll break it down one step at a time and then gradually we'll see how we can reach to our final conclusion. Let us see this. क्या दिया है? The management of a university hockey team was evaluating the performance of 4 women players. ठीक है, there are 4 players, Amla, Bimla, Harita and Sarita, for their possible selection in the university team for the next year. For this purpose, the management was looking at the number of goals scored by them in the past 8 matches. So total 8 matches played and the matches are numbered from 1 to 8. The 4 players together scored a total of 12 goals. तो ये जो important points है मैंने ऐसे highlight कर लिया. Total of 12 goals, and in the 8 matches each of them had scored at least 1 goal. उसका मतलब क्या है? None of the players scored 0 goals. सबने minimum तो 1 goal score ही किया है. No 2 players had the same number of goals. मतलब nobody scored the same number of goals. Maybe in a match they can score same goals. Overall in 8 matches everyone had different number of goals scored. So this is what we can possibly conclude. First point, total number of matches is 8. Second, total number of goals scored is 12. Number of players who scored 0 goals, वैसे नहीं है. None of the players scored 0 goals. Distinct number of goals for each player. This is what we can conclude. And that is how. यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा, but these things you should create in your mind or maybe थोड़ा rough work करके when you are actually solving in the exam. Just do some rough work so that you retain these points while going forward and reasoning out. Okay. All right. Now these were the given conditions. उसके नीचे 1 से लेके 6. तो we'll use each condition and see how we can get to the answer. So the first condition, that 1 goal was scored in every match, every even numbered match. So I'll segregate the total 8 matches as odd numbered matches and even numbered matches. And in each even numbered match, how many even numbered matches? There are 4 even numbered matches, 2, 4, 6 and 8. and in each of those matches you had one goal scored. So total number of goals scored in even numbered matches is 4. That means odd number matches में 8 goals are scored. Very easy to understand this. So match 1, 3, 5, 7 में 8 goals, 2, 4, 6, 8 में 4 goals. Then next, this information has been given, and I'm not going serially, ठीक है? I'm not going serially. थोड़ा आगे पीछे करके मैं solve कर रहा हूँ, but all the information I'll use. Now, Bimla scored a goal in match 1 and 1 each in 3 other consecutive matches. तो टोटल बिमला ने कितने गोल स्कोर किए फिर? 4 गोल्स, 4 गोल्स इन टोटल. 1 goal in match 1 and then 3 other consecutive matches में 1 goal each. तो टोटल 4 गोल्स हो गए बिमला के. So this we can conclude. Bimla match 1 में Bimla has scored 1 goal. Maybe some other people have scored that we don't know. But then apart from match 1, in 3 other matches Bimla is scoring 1 goal each. Where did I get this information? This one. First I used 1, then I went to 4. Okay. Then let us see this. Harita scored more goals than Bimla. Now think about this. Bimla has 4 goals and Harita has scored more goals than Bimla. So Harita is greater than 4. Maybe 5, maybe 6, we don't know. We'll figure it out आगे जाके, but definitely greater than 4. Also it is said that the highest goal scorer scored goals in exactly 3 matches including match 4 and match 8. So match 4 and match 8 में the highest goal scorer has scored the goals. Who is the highest goal scorer? We don't know yet, but whoever it is, match 4 and match 8 में the goal scored were by the highest goal scorer. Whoever was the highest goal scorer, उसने match 4 and match 8 में score किया and one more match. तो वो कौन सा मैच है वो आगे जाके देखेंगे. But so far we have concluded this. So धीरे धीरे whatever we are concluding, we are trying and put it in the table progressively. Okay, hope all of you are getting the approach. Those of you who are just starting or maybe you have never solved a LRDI set, this is how you should approach things. Now there's not like no exact science in this, or no mathematical formula or theorem that you just put it and then you get the answer. Structure will vary from question to question because it depends in what manner the question has asked. So in that manner you will try and approach. Okay. So moving forward, थोड़ा reason out अभी करते हैं. It is said that Bimla scored 1 goal in match 1 and 1 each in 3 other consecutive matches. Also it is said that Harita has scored greater than Bimla. So I can conclude definitely one thing, Bimla is not the highest goal scorer. इतना तो conclude कर सकते हैं. If Bimla is not the highest goal scorer and Bimla scores 1 goal in 3 other consecutive matches. Consecutive मतलब one after the other. तो match 1 में तो score कर ही ली वो. So consecutive matches means I can take 2, 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 and 6, 7, 8. These are my possibilities. If I am taking 3 consecutive matches starting with match 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Now because Bimla is not the highest and I know match number 4 and match number 8 highest goal scorer था. We concluded this match number 4 and match number 8 highest goal scorer. That means Bimla can't be in match number 4 क्योंकि match number 4 में एक ही गोल होता है and Bimla can't be a part of it. Similarly, wherever there is 4, we will ignore those cases. Similarly, wherever there is 8, Bimla can't be a part of match number 8 also because in match number 8 it is again 1 goal and Bimla is not scoring that. So Bimla cannot be the part of that consecutive 3 matches. Match 8 उसमें आ नहीं सकता. तो जो 3 consecutive matches वो बोल रहे हैं, that is 5, 6 and 7. This is definitely what we can conclude. That Bimla is scoring in which matches? Bimla is scoring in match 1 and then match 5, match 6 and match 7. Bimla can't score in match 4 and match 8. That is why I ignore the other cases and 3 consecutive matches is 5, 6 and 7. Now because Bimla has scored 4 goals and we know Harita will score more than 4 goals. So suppose मैं Bimla plus, let me put it this way, Bimla plus Harita plus Amla plus Sarita, total it is 12 goals. If Bimla is scoring 4 and मैं Harita को 5 लेता हूँ, तो Amla plus Sarita it is 3. तो वहाँ पे Amla can score 1 and Sarita can score 2, or Amla may be scoring 2 and Sarita may be scoring 1. Now this is possible. Bimla 4 and Harita I can take 5. But the moment you take, suppose you take this, Bimla plus Harita plus Amla plus Sarita is 12. Bimla is 4. If I take Harita as 6, so Amla plus Sarita will be 2. So it is either 2 plus 0 or 1 plus 1, and none of it is possible. 2 plus 0 नहीं हो सकता because no player had scored 0 goals, and it cannot be 1 plus 1 because every player scored distinct goals. That is why जो first slide में मैंने point out किया था, those things are important, okay, because that sets the boundary of the like question, and you operate in that boundary with those constants you will have to solve. So that is why this case is not possible and this case is possible. So this gives me the total number of goals. Bimla will be 4 goals, Harita is 5 goals, Amla is either 1 or 2 goal, that we don't know. Sarita is again 2 or 1 depending on Amla कितना है. अगर Amla का 1 goal है, Sarita का 2 goals है. If Amla is 2 goals, then Sarita would be 1 goal respectively. But this is what we could conclude. Hope this is making sense. It's a very simple thing, and that is why I asked in the beginning, जब अगर set तुम solve कर रहे हो, पहले pause करके try it yourself, so that you understand the majority of the question and you would have done some kind of rough work, so you can instantly relate when we solve this. Now whatever we conclude in this slide, let me put that again in this. So we got the results in odd number of matches. Match 1 Bimla had 1 goal, and apart from match 1 Bimla scored in match 5, match 6 and match 7, and Harita is the highest because she is scoring 5 goals. So the highest goal scorer is Harita, and Harita with 5 goals, we know that whoever is the highest goal scorer will be scoring in match 4 and match 8, and apart from that in one other match, और कोई एक मैच में स्कोर करेगी. That means Harita, if Harita has scored 2 goals here, so Harita would be scoring the remaining 3 goals in one match. We have to figure out which match is that, because in total she will score 5 goals. 2 goals she has already scored in match 4 and match 8. So she has one more match. Okay, the highest goal scorer scored goals in exactly 3 matches. So Harita scored goals in exactly 3 matches, out of which match 4 and match 8 are already mentioned. So we need one more match where she is scoring 3 goals. What can be that match number? So ये तीनों statements use करके I could conclude this. This is what we have reached so far. Let us go ahead. Then it is said that an equal number of goals were scored in match 3 and match 7. So match 3 and match 7 you will have equal number of goals, which was different from the number of goals scored in either match 1 or match 5. Okay, but nothing that useful. And one more information is given, that the match in which the highest number of goals was scored was unique, and it was not match 5. Was unique का मतलब highest number of goals एक ही match में हो सकता है, it cannot be in multiple matches, and it was not in match 5. Now think about this. Match 3 and match 7 have the same number of goals, and because highest goals जो match में होगा, that would be a unique match. That means match 3 and match 7 are not highest, and also match 5 is not highest. So by default I can say that match 1 is the match in which highest goals were scored. This is how we can conclude. इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा match 1 will have the highest number of goals. अभी अगर match 1 में highest number of goals आएगा, that means जो हरिता का 3 goals है, it has to come in match 1. Match 1 already Bimla was scoring 1 goal, but Harita उसका 3 goals would be scoring in match 1 only. So that total match 1 में हो गए मेरे 4 goals. And match 3 and match 7 में already Bimla यहाँ पे match 7 में 1 goal. तो match 3 में अमला और सरिता में से कोई 1 goal score करेगी. Because we can't make it as 2-2. समझ रहे हो? Match 1 is already 4. तुम अगर match 3 and match 7 को 2 goals each कर रहे हो, so there is 0 goals for match 5, which is not possible. So match 3 and match 7 will be 1 goal each. So match 7 तो already we have that Bimla is scoring 1 goal. Match 3 would be either Amla or Sarita. So we figured out for match 1, match 5, sorry, match 1, match 3, match 5 अभी तक नहीं आया, मैंने लिख लिया है टेबल में, but I'll explain how. Match 1, match 3, match 7 मैच 8 का हरिता हो गया, मैच 4 का भी हरिता, मैच 6 इज बिमला. We are left with match 2 and match 5. So Bimla 4 goals, we know exactly in which matches she got 4 goals. Harita ka 5 goals, we know exactly in which matches she is getting 5 goals. We are left with Amla and Sarita and we have 2 more matches. In match 5, I need to have 2 goals because 4 plus 1 plus 1. In match 3 it is 1 goal, in match 7 it is 1 goal. So match 5 has to be 2 goals, out of which Bimla is already scoring 1. So Amla and Sarita में से कोई एक the second goal score करेगी depending on whoever scores 2 goals. We don't know whether Amla is scoring 2 goals और Sarita, इसलिए मैंने हमेशा A और S उसी केस में रख रहा हूँ उसको. And match 2 whoever has scored 2 goals तो वो match 2 में and match 5 में score करेगा. तो match 3, 5 and 2 में 3 goals of Amla and Sarita combined distribute हो गया. But we are not sure whether it is Amla who is scoring 1 goal or Sarita who is scoring 1 goal and in which match they are exactly scoring. But I can say match 3, match 5 and match 2 ये Amla and Sarita के बीच में. Okay, match 3, match 5 का 1 goal and match 2 का 1 goal. This is what we can conclude. So this entire information, if I have to summarize in one table, it would look like this. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Match number 1, 3, 5, 7, तो ये सब odd numbered matches है, and match number 2, 4, 6, 8, these are even numbered matches. And how many goals were scored? So match 1 में there were 4 goals scored. Who scored them? Now Bimla 1, Harita 3, and match 1 was the match in which highest number of goals were scored. Match 3 will have 1 goal which could either be Amla or Sarita. Match 5 will have 2 goals out of which Bimla is scoring 1 and Amla or Sarita में से कोई एक. Match 7 1 goal Bimla is scoring. So total odd numbered matches में 8 goals assign हो गए. And even numbered matches we know there were total 4 goals, 1 goal in each match. So match number 2 Amla or Sarita होंगे, but match number 4, match number 8 we need we knew that it is Harita. Match number 6 it is Bimla. So you exactly know in which match who could have possibly scored how many goals individually and in total. So that solves the question. It's a very simple set, very simple set. And खुद अगर तुम try कियोगे, would have found this very easy. This was like a must solve question in the exam. This time there were 5 questions per set, and if you can solve 2 sets this time, so that would have given you a very good percentile. बहुत ही अच्छा percentile आ जाता. 10 questions में तो 99 plus for sure आता, and even more than that. So that would have been a big plus. तो ये question तो definitely attend करना चाहिए था, so that it would have given you a better sense of how things actually come in the exam. So I'll solve the entire LRDI paper in 4 videos. तो 3 हो गए. The next video would be on the final set of the CAT 2022 slot 1 LRDI. Accordingly, I'll take slot 2, slot 3. Similarly, CAT 2021 का भी करेंगे. So you will get an idea. Okay, if this was the entire paper, we will solve every set irrespective of the difficulty while we are trying to understand the exam. And after you have understood the solution of each set, you will have to think in your mind, okay, out of these 4, which were the 2 which I should have solved, or ideally should have been solved, or which are my strengths, or if I have actually given the paper, or maybe you would have seen the paper, you would have tried it yourself, and now you're watching the video, maybe you should think, okay, maybe this is from my area of strength, or this is the question that should definitely be avoided because it will waste time in the exam. यहाँ पे मैं solution देख के समझ तो गया, but actually it's difficult to think, so it's not practical to solve this question in the exam. These introspections have it has to be done from your end. Okay, we'll have to become a thinking person. Now let us see इसका क्या क्या questions आए थे, कैसे आए थे. How many goals were scored in match 7? Match 7 में कितने goals scored हुए थे? Only 1 goal. अभी easy होगा. Match 7 it was only 1 goal. Which of the following is the correct sequence of the goals scored in the matches 1, 3, 5 and 7? 4, 1, 2, 1. 4, 1, 2, 1. Option B. Super easy now. Super easy. Which of the following statements is or are true? Statement 1. Amla and Sarita never scored goals in the same match. Amla and Sarita never scored goals in the same match. Have they scored goals in the same match? तुम देखो ये टेबल में it is always Amla और Sarita. इट्स नेवर अमला एंड सरिता। ये जो 1 गोल है इन दोनों में से कोई एक, यहाँ पे भी जो 1 गोल है इन दोनों में से कोई एक, यहाँ पे भी इन दोनों में से कोई एक। बोथ ऑफ देम आर नॉट स्कोरिंग इन द सेम मैच एवर। So the first statement here, that Amla and Sarita never scored goals in the same match, this is true. Harita and Sarita never scored goals in the same match, this is also true. Harita never scored goals with anyone else except Bimla. हरिता ने यहाँ पे बिमला के साथ स्कोर किया एंड खुद 2 मैचेस में अकेली वो शी हैज स्कोर्ड 1 गोल, so this is also true. So the answer to this is both the statements are true. Which of the following statements is or are false? False. In every match at least one player scored a goal. In every match at least one player scored a goal. Which of the following statements is or are false? Is this false? Statement 1, in every match at least one player scored a goal, this is the true. In every match at least one player has scored a goal. तुम देखो कोई भी मैच में there are like 0 goals तो है नहीं, तो in every match at least कोई ना कोई they have scored the goals. So the statement that in every match at least one player scored a goal is true, hence it is not false. No two players scored goals in the same number of matches. तो नंबर ऑफ मैचेस अगर देखेंगे, बिमला इज स्कोरिंग गोल्स इन 4 मैचेस, हरिता इज स्कोरिंग गोल्स इन 3 मैचेस, अमला एंड सरिता ये 2 मैचेस एंड 1 मैच रेस्पेक्टिवली. So everyone is scoring goals in different number of matches. So no two players scored goals in the same number of matches. This is again true. So both the statements are true. So how many of the following statements are false? None of the statements are false. ये थोड़ा बस केयरफुली पढ़ना है, because once you have cracked the set, you've got the final answer, then reading mistake की वजह से we shouldn't get the wrong answer. So be very careful about that part when you are solving. And then let's take a look at this one. If Harita scored goals in one more match as compared to Sarita. Now Harita has scored goals in 3 matches. This implies Sarita will score goal in 2 matches. अगर वो 2 मैच में स्कोर कर रही है तो पक्का सरिता इज स्कोरिंग 2 गोल्स एंड अमला इज स्कोरिंग 1 गोल. So which of the following statements is or are necessarily true? Amla scored goals in consecutive matches. Not possible, because Sarita is scoring in 2 matches. So she has to score 2 goals. So Amla 2 consecutive matches में score करेगी, 1 goal, not possible. Sarita scored goals in consecutive matches. Sarita is scoring goals in consecutive matches. Which of the following statements is or are necessarily true? अब 1 तो necessarily true नहीं है. 2 का देखते हैं. Is Sarita scoring goals in consecutive matches? Is it necessary? यहाँ पे टेबल में देखो, हो सकता है Sarita is scoring here and Sarita is scoring here and Amla is scoring here. Possible. But ऐसे भी हो सकता है Amla is scoring, but in this case Sarita is not scoring in consecutive matches. This is possible, but match 3 and match 5 में they are not consecutive. ऐसे भी हो सकता है Sarita is scoring in match 2, then Sarita is scoring in match 3 and then Amla is scoring in match 5. In this case Sarita could have scored in consecutive matches, but it cannot be necessarily true. It can be true but not necessarily true. So by that logic, how many of the following statements are necessarily because of this word? So none of the statements are. None of the statements are necessarily true. So once you get that overall table, question is very simple. So hope all of you got an idea about the third set, and this was a very easy set. So if you have missed the previous 2 videos, LRDI expert series I'm calling it, so watch the previous 2 videos, and if you have enjoyed this session and watched it so far, do like and subscribe and share it with your friends who are also preparing for the CAT exam. We'll continue with more videos in the upcoming sessions. So do subscribe to the Aptitude Club channel and stay posted in the community of the community section of the page. I'll keep posting regular questions so we can have a good participative discussion on the community section. Okay, so we'll meet again soon in yet another video. Till then, have a nice day everyone. Bye bye. Thank you.